All right, guys. Liverpool have just absolutely battered Bournemouth by 9 goals to 0. Premier League record, joint record. It's happened 4 times now. 3 in the past 4 seasons as well, which I mean probably says something about some of the teams at the bottom of the table, or just the bottom of the country. Actually, Bournemouth and Southampton. Looking at you, um, yeah. I mean, just Bournemouth absolutely offered nothing once again. I've watched all four of their first 4 Premier League games this season. First one played quite well. They basically did what you do to Aston Villa. Like you need to be physical with them, especially when they haven't got Tyrone Mings at the back. So they did well there. But the past 3, they've just been absolutely hammered by 3 top teams. But to be fair, 3 points out of your first 4 games isn't too bad for Bournemouth, considering they've probably played the 3 best teams in the league. I know Liverpool are far from the best team in the league right now, but if we're going off recent history, and I think it is just a small blip for Liverpool because they looked absolutely amazing today. Luis Diaz got the opening goal. Harvey Elliott scored a brilliant goal for the second. And Bobby Firmino absolutely on fire. A lot of people have been saying that he's finished at the top level, but today would suggest otherwise. Getting 3 assists and 2 goals, just absolutely amazing form today. And yeah, he scored 100 goals for Liverpool. Firmino is one of my favourite Liverpool players of all time. And to be honest, I think the reason he's sort of declined over the past few years, although last season his goals per minute ratio was very good, the reason he's slowly declined over the past 2 or 3 years, I think, is purely down to the change of system at Liverpool. Like, I remember when Klopp first came in, it suited him perfectly, counter-attacking. Now it's a lot more possession-based. So I think that's why. But yeah, today he was absolutely superb. Trent's the third goal, absolute rocket into the top corner. And Firmino got an assist for all 3 somehow. And his goal as well, this first one, well taken. A bit of a crazy goal in terms of the flick from the defender. And yeah, he just played absolutely superb. In fact, everyone did for Liverpool today. I don't think you can deny that. Van Dijk got the 5th header from a Robertson corner. Can't even remember he got the 6th. I think it was a Chris Mepperman goal. 7th, Firmino. 8th, Carvalho. 9th, Luis Diaz finished it off. It's very rare as well. Luis Diaz scores 2 headers in one game. That's not happened before. But yeah, I absolutely loved this game as a Liverpool fan. It's the most I've seen Liverpool score in a game before. I've seen us score 7 a couple of times against Maribor and Spartak Moscow as well, but I've never seen us score 9 goals in one game. So yeah, I've really enjoyed the game this afternoon. We absolutely needed it after the start of the season that we've had so far against Fulham, Palace and Man United. We've been quite poor the first couple of games. The only reason we got anything out of them, well, no, the first game, sorry, the only reason we got anything out of it was Nunez, and the second one, we were better, but still didn't do enough, in my opinion, to get the victory against Crystal Palace. And Monday night, it was the worst I've seen us play in a while. But there's so many positives for Liverpool from today's game. Fabio Carvalho getting his first Liverpool goal. Harvey Elliott getting his first Liverpool goal in the Premier League. Stefan Bajcetic and Bobby Clark making their Liverpool debuts. Tsimikas getting a couple of assists. Like, literally, the positives from today's game are pretty much endless. Diaz and Firmino both getting 2 goals. And yeah, Firmino's... I'll be honest. After his performance against United on Monday, I was saying I wanted to see Carvalho start ahead of him in like a false 9 role. He proved me wrong within half an hour of today. Not even that, about 10 minutes of today's game, because he was absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, he's basically shut a lot of people, including not myself. I haven't said he's finished, but I've said he shouldn't be starting today. Still a very good player. I think I've made that point clear now. But yeah, must have been a very boring afternoon for Alisson. And I do want to talk about Bournemouth as well, because for me, the problem they've got is just so obvious, and I don't see why Scott Parker hasn't done much about it. You cannot lump the ball long to Kiefer Moore and expect him to do something with it when he's up against two defenders. If he brings the ball down, he's done well, first of all, because he's got two big centre-backs up against him, whether it be William Saliba and Gabriel. I can't remember who played for City the other week, but Aymeric Laporte and maybe John Stones, I'm assuming. And also Van Dijk and Joe Gomez today. You can't expect him to, just do it all by himself up there. He needed someone like Dominic Solanke. It's no coincidence that Bournemouth's best performance this season has been when they've got two up top, Solanke and Kiefer Moore, because there is absolutely nothing Kiefer Moore can do once he takes the ball down, if he takes the ball down. It's just a pointless exercise that Bournemouth have done for the past 3 games that I've watched them in. So I think their fans will be hoping Scott Parker can see the light and change something about it in the next game. But also the other problem Bournemouth have got is a lot of their players are Championship standard. Don't get me wrong, there's been a few players who've impressed me for them so far this season, including Jordan Zamora. When he's played, I've been very impressed by him. Kiefer Moore, when he's got someone up there, he's a good player. Philip Billing, who he showed before for Huddersfield, he's a good player in the Premier League. And yeah, just there are too many Championship standard players though, besides the good players. But yeah, I think today's more about Liverpool than it is about Bournemouth, because Liverpool badly needed this. And yeah, for now, it's now about can Liverpool take it into the next game, and I really hope they do. But yeah, superb performance by Liverpool. My favourite goal out of the 9 is probably, I think Carvalho took his goal well. Elliott's a very good goal as well. Firmino's was both of his were a bit scrappy, but he was superb throughout the game. Trent's brilliant strike. In fact, yeah, Trent's it was a Steven Gerrard type striker from the sort of like just outside the right hand side of the box, and absolutely leathered it into the top corner. And yeah, I think it's Newcastle Liverpool have got midweek, so that'll be a tough game. I'm not expecting a 9-0 at all. In fact, for today's game, my prediction was a 2-1 Liverpool win, because I thought we'd struggle against Bournemouth if they sat back. But yeah, evidently not. It just a lot more energy in Liverpool's performance today, and they were at it right from the start, which is something Liverpool have not done in a long time now. Liverpool have changed or fixed the problem of, like today, that they've had in every game for quite a while in the Premier League, and that is starting off well, because I think there was a statistic like Liverpool in their past 7 games conceded first, and haven't kept a clean sheet in a long time. So Liverpool, the message to get from this video is Liverpool badly needed this. And yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.